Hey team, happy new year. It's 2019. This is kind of the first signal back from our holidays. It's January 7th. It's the first Monday of the first week of the month, meaning that the market's going to start to go back to its original flow. We've seen a lot of odd movements in the market, a lot of strong pushes, a lot of strong exhaustions. And the reason why is because trillions of dollars are coming back into the market. This is a $4.5–5 trillion market in liquidity. All that money is coming right back into the system, so that's going to cause some unusual moves. But once we get about a week into January, most of the money is already back into the market and things kind of start to move as normal. Our first analysis is on pound yen. Now, before we get into that, I just want to remind you, we always start our analysis on the monthly, and the first thing we do is we look for our zones. The second thing we do is we look for our trend lines. And every time we take it down a time frame, we look for the exact same thing. And then once we identified all our areas of sensitivity, we can then make a good decision. So I want you to really pay attention to how that plays out in this analysis. Let's get into it. All right, pound yen starting on the monthly. As usual, we're looking for our zones. I see sell pressure on a horizontal level. I see buy pressure. So we've identified our zones. So now let's talk about flow. We see a strong push to the downside, exhaustion, sellers enter the market at our upper zone with a strong bearish engulfing candle. That's price action confirmation and the continuational push to the downside. We see this strong monthly pin. That's interesting. We need to pay attention to it. It could also just be all the money coming back into the market after the holidays. Let's take it down a time frame. All right, we've taken it down to the weekly, and wow, there's quite a lot of structure, quite a lot of sell and area sensitivity. So let's begin. First thing I'm looking for are my zones. Here I see sell pressure turning into buy pressure on a horizontal level, same thing going across. So we've identified our zone. Additionally, I see higher lows. We've identified one uptrend. I see lower highs. We've identified our downtrend, but also this is a pretty well respected channel. Okay, so we've identified all areas sensitivity. Let's talk flow. Here's our higher time frame push to the downside, higher time frame exhaustion, and our higher time frame potential continuational push to the downside. Now what's interesting here is that price actually broke below its lower zone, but did not break below its lower channel, meaning that price is respecting this channel more than it's respecting this zone. Now before we take it down in time frame, I want you to understand something. After a push, there's always an exhaustion. And here we see a strong push off our upper zone. Price broke actually below its lower zone. We see that price almost made it to its lower monthly channel. This is a strong push that did not have any type of exhaustion yet. So when we take it down a time frame, we've done our analysis. We know that price is respecting its channel. We know that this is a strong push. Now we might have a potential exhaustion to retest this upper channel again before price starts making its way down once more. So question for you, would we be placing a long right now? And the answer is no. And why? Price is trading below its lower zone. We wouldn't be placing a long order until we know that price is trading above, because then we know that price beat all the area of sensitivity and had the buyers it needed to move price to reach its upper channel once more. Entry one, which is a safe play, we're waiting for price to break its lower zone to the upside. That will be a push. We then wait for exhaustion and price action confirmation to the upside. That's a bullish engulfing candle close. Your signal is going to look like this, saying the same thing. We wait for that push, we wait for that exhaustion, we look for price action confirmation in this area before entry long. All right, so that's it for pound yen. Now, as you know, if price breaks its lower zone to the upside, we know that price is likely going to make a continuational push to retest its upper channel. But if price fails to break its lower zone to the upside, we know that there's not enough buyers in the market, which means it won't have the energy it needs in an overall downtrend to make it to its upper channel. Hope you guys learned from this one. Please press that like button if you did.